Hey everyone, welcome to my mom's garden vlog. She's so excited. She gets to show us her gardens. And by the way, we've got a bobcat over there and he's moving pallets of pavers from one spot to the next over and over and over again in the street. So we've been waiting for him to finish and he's not finishing. We're just gonna start vlogging. So if you hear that, that's what's going on over there.
Welcome to my gardens. These gardens are really small in comparison to the ones I had in the old house, which I had many different kinds, perennials and shades and a gazebo and veggies and whatever. But I'm really happy with this little one. It just gives me great joy. I've planted the things that I think that I can grow here, part shade, part sunny, to kind of mimic a English cottage garden.
And it's beautiful. You can talk about your inspiration and how you decided what works to plant here.
We're going to get up from this rocker and
my stomach's getting sick here.
well, let's stop then.
Okay.
And I'll show you some of the plants. I'll show you the ones that are mature, and I'll show you the ones that I just planted this year, and I'll show you a couple failures. But
man.
next year's another year, right?
Right on.
Right on. For shows, I've been watching Monty Don and his group on BritBox. It's called Gardener's World. It's absolutely wonderfully beautiful. It's all eye candy. Oh, I've gotten a lot of information and inspiration from that show. See that empty spot down there by the wall, by the stone? One time I planted hollyhock seed. Look at those beauties. And the little seedlings were coming up beautifully. So one day I walked out and I looked down. They're all gone. And there was a little bitty brown bunny, this long. And it looked at me and went,
Aww.
so I said,
Mom, how cute. Did you want to pet it?
no, I wanted to
Not pet it.
not pet it. So I said, get out of here.
Uh-huh.
So off it went.
And then what happened?
Then
you just
too
took
late.
it out.
Too late to plant anymore.
Oh, man.
But I still have seeds left in the packet that I'm going to plant next year.
All right.
Because I love hollyhocks coming up here. Well, I think I'm going to tell you about some of the annuals that I just planted. For one thing, I planted 2 new peonies, Sarah Bernhardt and Festival Maxima. One is a white, one is a pink. Very old-fashioned peonies. But as you can see, they're new and there's a big hole here. So I decided to get a few annuals to throw in the garden at this time. An annual is something that you have to plant every year. They don't, in our climate, they don't last from year to year. A perennial is something you plant and they are hardy enough where they can go through Minnesota winters and come up the next year. And this is a beautiful zinnia. This is a Calliope Geranium. And I love the colors. They just almost hit you in the eye. They're so pink and bright. And this is called a superbena. It is a hybrid of verbenas. And they come in different colors and many different species too. But this one is for borders and for pots. So I really like that. This is called a sun patient. And I bought it this year for the first time because it was explained to me at the nursery that they can take full sun. Just a border plant is called alyssum, and you usually do it in the borders of gardens too, or the edges of your pots in your gardens. This is another annual that I bought recently just to fill in a spot. The Siberian Iris is a perennial. It'll come up next year, bigger and bigger. I've had them in the old garden. They're about this big, but what they have is a purple, more than one, but a purple flower on a spike, and then on the top of the spike is a flower. And it's purple blue and it looks like an orchid. It's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's just gorgeous.
I had one.
Yes, you did.
In front of my gazebo, and
Yes,
the
you
deer
did.
came and ate absolutely every bit of it.
Yes, you
even
did.
the roots and all, like a little salad. It's long gone.
This phlox was purple, but the spent blooms, I deadheaded it. That's what it's called when you take off the old blooms.
Yeah, I can see right here.
But you can see now there's new blooms coming.
Oh,
So I'm
look
very
at
happy
that.
about that.
Nice.
Okay, this is some more phlox. As you can see, it's pink on the bottom. This is a PG hydrangea. One flower coming, and that's a cushion mum. And cushion mums, you usually cut the growth down to about 4 inches around the 4th of July, or else you wouldn't have your fall foliage or your fall flowers. So I did, but there's a couple that are popping up anyway, so it looks like they're coming together though. 2 different colors of phlox in this little group. Well, I'm standing in the spot where my hollyhock should have been, but down here is a peony, and over there on the other side of the walk is another peony, and they're Carl Rosenfields, and they're a bright magenta, which is just, they're gorgeous. So now I have 4. In the old house I had 13 of them. And when they were blooming, which is early, spring, because they're all done, I would bring armloads to my neighbors, and it was just so fun to give them. So we'll see if we get to the point where I can do that here. So here we have a perennial hibiscus. I used to grow these in the old house, and in England I think they're called marshmallows. Not marshmallows, marshmallow. And this is about the second day on this. The flowers don't last very long, but you can see there's a lot going on here. But when they're strong and the first day, they're incredible, aren't they?
That's pretty impressive.
This one is looks like it's going to come open pretty soon. I usually don't buy signs. This year though, I have been buying different things for my garden. It's been many years since I've done that. I saw this at a local nursery, and it says, "Come gather on our porch." And I love it because this porch has gotten to mean a lot to me. I'm out and I'm watching the world go by. I'm watching people and children and dogs. There's so many walkers and runners and pushing of strollers. I love it. And it's comfortable, and I spend a lot of time in my day out here. But my granddaughter and I had a laugh. She asked me if I've ever come back and there's a bunch of strangers sitting on the porch. This is open invitation.
That's a good one.
I says no, but they'd be welcome.
Yeah, open invitation.
Yeah.
That's true.
These are Stella d'Or. It's a lily, a daylily actually.
Right in front of us?
Yep, all of these here. They bloom.
Very nice.
They're bright yellow, and they bloom. The blooms bloom, and I think they're done for just one day. Then they're dead. I really like them. I went around because they come up on a spike, and then they have the flower, and the flower dies, and there's this seed head there, so I went around the other day and I took all those out and deadheaded the whole thing. So they're not so messy looking, but you can tell it's coming to the end of their season because some of the fronds, the leaves are getting yellow. But that's the time we are in the summer.
Yeah,
so.
true.
Peeking out from underneath this hydrangea is an Astilbe. I just planted that this year too, and any gardener, you can see that I didn't account for this growing so much this year. So I'm going to have to transplant it next year and get it in its own spot because it's being taken over. Well, we have some more phlox. They're a little bit more mature, so they're a little bit taller than the rest of them. In the perfect spot where they love to be would be full sun and a little bit more room. They can get to be about this tall. They're, like I said, they're getting to be one of my favorite plants.
Wow.
So now I will tell you about hydrangeas. The name of those it's called Firelight. And they can grow to be 6 feet tall. They're in a pretty optimum place. They like where they are because I just planted them last year and they're really doing well. Colors change from a green and to a white to a pink, but in the fall they're close to a pomegranate red. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Almost a deep magenta. And they're very, very pretty. These are probably about 5 years old. They might be oak leaf. There's another type, they might be too. I threw away the identification tag on them, and I looked in the up on the Google to see if I could find one close, and I did, but I didn't hit them. Not all these little buds open. They just a certain amount on each head.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Is it just a different kind? There's many.
So these come out as flowers and these don't.
Right.
So
Right.
like half.
Right.
Oh.
And you can see some of them are starting to turn pink. These are hydrangeas. There's many different kinds of hydrangeas. Oh, and I was looking again when I was looking to see the name of that. Oh, I wish I had more room.
Yeah.
But I don't.
You're
So
kind of limited, but what you've got here is really, really well put together and lovely.
thank you, honey. Okay, these 3 are called little limeys. That's what the nursery called them.
Yeah, and they're lime green.
Yeah, but the real name is called limelight. But I like little limeys better. Isn't that cute? And they stay lime green. That's what they were named after. This tree is a white flowering crab, It has grown, as you can see, this side is fairly naked in the bottom. This side I started to prune a bit because it was getting too bushy. It was just messy looking. So, but I got that side done, and then my pruning fingers
Yeah.
went numb.
Darn arthritis.
So, yeah, so I'm going to do the other side soon. Anyway, I love that tree. Planted it, well, we all had to plant them, but I planted it so I would have some shade in the garden, and it's just starting to the point where there is. These are my pride and joy, although a couple years ago, we had so much snow, the rabbits ate them down to nothing. Everybody says, that's just fine, that's what you're supposed to do, but I wondered. So my son came over and we clipped them all the way down to the bottom, and they did grow, but they came up on one shoot, and there's a flower on the top, no side shoots. So last year, I left them, and this is what we got. There's side shoots, there's flowers everywhere. They're called PG Hydrangeas, and the color name is Strawberry Vanilla. In a week or two, these colors will be more pronounced, and then all of them will be this way. Probably could have the whole thing, hydrangeas, and just have a white garden. Many people have just white gardens, and I like those too. So anyway, that's the flowers in my garden, except there are grasses on this side of the house. And in the back, there's burning bush, which in the fall is bright, deep red leaves. And on the other side of the house, there's burning bushes there too. And we also have 4 orange blaze maples, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then 2 pine trees in the back. So for our little tiny lot, let me tell you, it's little. We've got quite a bit of stuff on it.
So that was super delightful. Thank you for showing us.
Oh, my pleasure.
You have some more kind of wise words about gardening.
I was telling Keely that I was thinking the other night that with gardening or painting or embroidery or anything that somebody has an interest in, and I've talked to so many people for many years that are scared to start. And I told a friend years ago, you're allowed a mistake. She never heard that before in her life. Never heard that. We are allowed mistakes. So something dies, if a little plant dies, well then that doesn't amount to much. So my advice to everyone, start small. Learn about it. Find somebody that knows about it to help you plant. Just do it. Because if it's not good, throw it away.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's what waste paper baskets are for.
Right.
That's what waste paper baskets are for.
True. Waste paper baskets.
Yes.
And it really helps if you have a mom or have someone in your life that really knows about gardening, because when we moved into our place, we took their old gazebo and Rich built a deck and put the gazebo on it and rebuilt the bottom of it. And then we put rock in front of the gazebo. Mom and Dad were in their old house, and I just took little bits of stuff that she could share. What do you call that? Like clippings?
No, it'd be dividing the plants.
Yeah, so she divided the class.
Yeah. You were there.
Yeah, so she divided the plants, and and then we just went and did that one rainy day and came and made holes in the rocked area and put all the plants, and those were all perennials. And again, half of it has been eaten up, but it's the way it is.
But before the deer and the other critters found them, they were doing beautifully there.
Oh, it was a beautiful,
gorgeous.
Beautiful garden.
Yeah, it was.
So anyway, so thanks for all your help with that.
Oh, my pleasure. I guess we can finish this with saying that if you have something that is really speaking to your heart, whatever endeavor, try it. Try it slowly so you don't get disappointed.
Little by little.
Search out somebody that can help you.
Right. So thanks for inspiring us, Mom.
Well, hope I did.
Yeah, you did, for sure. So you know what? Let's go get a cup of tea and come and hang out and enjoy these flowers.
Sounds good.
See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Until the next vlog, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Good. So until the next vlog, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
I'm supposed to say it.
Bye-bye. Just like that. Sing-songy.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, until the next vlog, we will catch you later.
Bye-bye.